Hey, Salty. Hey, She Devil. Hey, Black Matter. Uh, been reading some articles. I was reading some articles before Hey, Bama Green Eyes, before I went over and watched uh, Survivor Raw. You don't know that channel, you should. He's a good man. He's fighting for our rights right now. I'm gonna give him a shout out. Hey, Ricky G. The man did a great job. All he did was open his mouth and read rules that were set up for a farmer's market. And they threw him to the ground. Good man. Hey, Kevin Swimming. I thank him for fighting for our rights every day. And that right there shows you how little rights you have right now. These men threw him to the fucking ground for reading their own motherfucking rules out loud. And he was right. What's the next sign you're going to listen to? No blacks allowed. No Asians allowed. Jews lined up here getting a gas chamber. Because that's damn well what we're looking at right now is Nazism in this country. Hey, Pat. Uh, that's exactly what we're looking at. Y'all don't see it. Y'all are damn well blind. Kevin's very good. Good, good. I like it too. I like it. I like it a lot. You know, their rules are line up, get in line, stay on the X, don't speak, don't socialize, don't linger. Wash your hands like your life depends on it. Be terrified. Be scared. Be cowards. We want you to submit. Show me how much of a coward you are. That's what they're asking by them signs. Quite upsetting. So again, may I ask, which other signs are people willing to read and go by? Hey, El Ray. Hey, awesome El Ray. You're here. Hey, 5 Speed. What's up? Don't socialize. Same here, Kevin Swimming. I got my bug out bag. And believe me, the things I could do without a gun, they don't want me to have one. All I need is a fishing line, a mouse strap, a 9-volt battery, and a Christmas light. Oh, so Salty Rant, you don't go and talk to the guy that's feeding you your food or make your order? See, that's how stupid that fucking sign was. Don't socialize. Socialization is just that, talking and conversing. So, what's the next step? Get this fucking chip in your hand so I don't have to talk to you no more. All I got to do is scan your hand. That's what's next. Hey, Nemesis. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to set and get your mind. Hold on a second, guys. All right, there you go. Shut up, you stupid thing. Um, that's what's next. They're trying to get us brainwashed to not talk to each other unless it is online. That don't socialize means don't talk. Period. You have to talk to people. Period. Right now, to order something, well, maybe not. You can do it online, can't you? Well, stay at home and do that while you're at it. You see, next step is the fucking chip, people. And that's what they're brainwashing you into. Just saying. Or trying to. Maybe not so many people here. Hopefully, this gets out and people can hear this message. Now, some of the things that I was researching Health Freedom Ohio. Okay. Health Freedom Ohio. That's what one of the things I was looking at. Well, that's what they're trying to put. They're trying to brainwash right now. That's what the no socialization order is. Okay. I can't talk to you, so how can I order something if I'm at the store? Well, you got a chip in your hand now, don't you? Go scan that motherfucker, get what you want, and leave. Don't talk to no one while you're at it. You see, that's what that no socialization uh, um, order is to get you brainwashed to think you need that chip. Hey, Drew, see, uh, that no socialization order was put out up there where awesome, or excuse me, Survivor Raw was at, and it was put out at a farmer's market where they have them standing in line to get their food like it looked like they were in fucking North fucking Korea or goddamn Russia. Stand on the edge. Do as you're told, or we'll put violence to you. And they look like they were in North fucking Korea begging for food, begging for the chance to get food, and or Russia begging for the chance to get food. Is what they look like up there. It was disgusting to me. And yet they don't want, they had such a fit that a president may or may not have talked to fucking Russia. They're treating us like we are in Russia right the fuck now. What the fuck is the goddamn difference? Sorry. I know y'all, I'm not, I'm just passionate right now. That shit pissed me off. That is the rule of the farmers market, El Ray. And evidently the guy that puts on the manager of the farmers market decided them were great rules to have. Yep, there you go. You're far from broken. Fuck the police. Far from broken. You are. You hit things on the head a lot more than most. You just don't know it. See, that's what you need to learn about yourself. Fuck the police. You hit things on the head, and that scares people. People don't like it. They rebel against it. It's human nature. You hit things on the head a lot, brother. You hit things on a head on the lot. On the head a lot. Fuck the police. But let me get to my next part here. I was reading in Health Freedom, Idaho. Over 100 seniors died after receiving flu vaccine during study. This article was written May 27th, 2017. So they've been studying our elderly with flus, putting new vaccines in them to find out what will kill them. That's what I read there. Now, of course, the study says, oh, this is all due to the course of science to better humanity. That's what the study says. No, that's an actual study that was done, and it is talked about in Health Freedom Idaho News. Okay, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Over 100 seniors in Idaho had to die so they could figure out how to kill seniors with a flu type bug or flu type virus. I agree. I agree. Who is who? I started researching that today and found I found 180 pages of studies like this. That's and that's what I counted so far. I still got over 400 pages to go. I've got 180 stories, excuse me, not pages. 180 different stories so far on 5 pages of Google search for these type of studies right here alone. I found some more on. I found some more through that doing that search. uh, that were saying they were doing the same studies on children to see what effects different flu have on them. And you can look that up as well. That was it also. I'm just giving you one source because it had both. And then was the first source that I found it. It had it both. That was also found in the Health Freedom Idaho, is what it's called. Health Freedom Idaho. Your life, your health, your way is what it says. Not my goddamn way to see what to test kids to see what fucking flu affects them in what way. Not my choice. The army will have to kill me, who's who. Now, so I can get this off my damn screen because it's driving me nuts. Um, I was looking at this other source from Five on Your Side out of St. Louis County. Story done out of St. Louis County by Five on Your Side about the influenza, which killed more people in St. Louis County than the coronavirus has to date by almost 25,000 people. That was in 2017 and 2018, the flu season. Almost 20,000 people more died during those years than the coronavirus has killed them to date. Also, they show uh, the other numbers. Let's look at them. They say a little over 1 million people this year have died worldwide by corona. The worldwide people dying from corona deaths this year, a little over 1 million people. But here's what we do know by that same article this year. Right. We also know by this article as well, they were bringing out the point of, in St. Louis County, that influenza death has dropped by almost 20,000 people this year as well in St. Louis County. But the corona deaths are almost 20,000 more than what the influenza deaths this year are. You see the correlation of numbers? A year 2017 to 2018, there was 20 more thousand deaths by influenza than in the year 2020. There's 20,000 less, but yet the coronavirus has recovered that 20,000 deaths on its side. There's just something to consider. It's all in that. It's all in that damn story. About five on your side, out of St. Louis, about St. Louis County. There's just some interesting numbers, wouldn't you say? I think it is. I think it's very interesting. Now, deaths this year, real by knowing this, 20,000 influenza deaths picked up by the corona. That's just in one county. Now, think about that. How many counties are in the United States? Times that by, let's say, anywhere between 10 to 20,000. That is the number of bullshit diagnosis of death due to corona. There's just some math to think about. Dumbass here figured it out. The dumbest motherfucker on the internet figured that one out, as I've been called. Now, let's look at the numbers. Like I said, the numbers worldwide, a little over 1 million people worldwide have died by coronavirus. But yet, the influenza uh, last year, this was last year, by Health Vigil, influenza worldwide took a little over 500,000 lives. And also caused about uh, 5 million cases of flu. There's you some numbers. Now, you take them numbers just from our counties alone here in the United States at anywhere between 10 to 20,000 misdiagnosed deaths. Add that up, and you'll find out the numbers just here in the United States alone are right there for what they're calling for influenza death throughout the world. 500,000 people. Now, worldwide influenza is, again, on that same thing I looked up. Told you. Now, that's from Vigil Health or Health Vigil. Okay. The influenza deaths have dropped by 250,000 worldwide this year compared to last year. That right there just shows you the math that they're using don't add up. It's all a fucking lie. It ain't hard to comprehend. It ain't hard to figure out. Numbers don't match. Now, I'm not saying that people ain't died from corona, by no means. But it sure in the hell ain't the pandemic and the killer they're trying to make it out to be. Still yet, as it sits, if the math is right, there will be more people die of influenza than anything this year. You have a better chance of dying in it throughout the world. So think about that, people. That's something you should give serious thought to. So, which signs are you going to listen to now? Knowing that the numbers don't match, the uh, the lie is just that. Which signs are you going to listen to now? Are you going to listen to the sign that says no blacks, no Asians, no Hispanics, Jews line up here and go into the gas chamber? Are you going to think for yourself? I think it's time for you to start thinking for yourself and start doing some fucking research. If you ain't, then you're a sad individual. And you might as well just read that sign that says, hey, you need to line up here. Go to the gas chamber. Better suggestion is, why don't you save your life, pack your shit, and go to North Korea? They love people like you. ANC Tired Hunter, hey, Drew C. I understand there's people out there that have medical conditions. A very good friend of mine just came into the stream that has a medical condition, and they have to be careful. And yeah, they might have to wear a mask. Okay. There are exceptions to what I'm saying. Due to medical reasons, I could understand that. But just because you're a fucking coward, you don't want to do your fucking research, you don't want to figure out what's fucking going on, maybe you might want to think about just leaving this country and go to North Korea because they love people like you there. They want people like you there. They want that person that says, I'll stand on this X. I won't say a word. I'll do everything you say, and I'll line up and get my fucking food and go home and then worship you in a picture on the fucking wall and thank only you for giving me everything I got in my life. They love people like that. There. I, for one, do not like people like that. I, for one, do not like cowards. So there is my 15 minutes of fame today. And now, if you'd like to come up here on the panel, you all are more than welcome. Anyone's more than welcome. I hope that any of y'all do what I ask and start doing the research. Find what I found just to make that story that took me 29 minutes to speak about. It took me less than an hour and a half of my personal time. Less than an hour and a half. So there's you also something to think about. 29-minute story, almost 30 minutes of speaking about that. Took me less than an hour worth of research, reading, and finding. The information's out there. Don't just type one search. Hey, Ice Cold Audit, what's up? I'm good. I'm good. Uh, again, hey, Tommy. Again, you guys, if you all ain't subbed to Survivor Raw, you should be. The man just went out and put his health on the line for us today, for our rights. He got banged up on his hand pretty good, banged up on his leg pretty good, twisted up his shoulder some. He got that because all he did was read the rules of a farmer's market out loud. And these fucking little rent-a-cop motherfuckers who had the thin blue line flag on their freaking arm. So that shows they're supporting the piggies. They should have got a clue when the piggies said, leave him be. He's got the right to do it. Should have got the clue that the piggies ain't even there for them, even though they support them. We're still doing exactly what the pigs said to do and the fucking government said to do. When the government even turned their back on them and said, leave him alone. Now, granted, the fucking pigs didn't arrest the fuckers for assault and battery when they had no right to lay hands on them. Maybe that might keep them in compliance with the pigs. But to me, when the pigs don't do what you want them to do, just maybe you might want to think, what else won't they do when it comes down to you? If I was them, I would have ripped the thin blue line flag completely off my arm. And it's getting worse. It ain't getting better, Ice Cold on it. It's getting worse. It actually disgusted me to see what I saw as well. And that was people standing in line, terrified of each other, pulling their kid up tight. Oh my God, don't get close to that person. Don't get close to that person. Don't, stay up on my leg. Over a lie. I understand you want to keep the child safe. Yes, I do understand that. Hey, Morbid Angel, how you doing, huh? Thank you. Thank you. Understand you want to keep your child safe. I'd be more worried about someone stealing a child than I would them getting close to someone with a mask on that has that is covering their mouth to keep the in compliance, I guess. If you could show me one ice cold audit, I would gladly, truly let that cop. I would do that for that cop. I would back that cop. I would be there for that cop if he actually stood for his oath. Good, good, Marvin. I'm glad you're doing well, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. uh, you know, I found out something being in the American community. A person who shies away from power and don't want power, that's really the person I want to lead to be in a position of power because they would show the concern necessary to be in that position of power to run it properly. I've seen more than one person voted voted on into positions in the Native American community because they didn't want it. And the concern and the realness of their convictions showed through to their job. And they worked truly for the people like they should. A person that wants power and proclaims he wants this power is just that, a power hungry son of a bitch that's going to tell you what the fuck to do every goddamn time he gets put in that position of power. I've seen that with my own two eyes on both sides of the fence, I might add, in the Native American community that I was in. So just food for thought. I'm just giving y'all some food for thought. That's all. I would rather see a man like NC Tyrant Hunter or Joe Cool or all right, or let's say Morbid Angel as the president than I would anybody or any candidate that is running at this point for any side. Because they have all proven they are not for the people. They are for greed, they are for their pocket, and they are not working in your best interest. Now, on the other hand, and see Tire Hunter, he's not a power hungry, greedy son of a bitch. He goes out there and fights for our rights. Morbid Angel, she backs us up every way she can. And believes in our rights. Have they ever asked for anything for such a thing? No. Joe Cool, he's never asked for such a thing either. He's there for our rights and he wants us to have our rights. Hey, Alan, what's up, buddy? Hey, Big D. So, see, them are things that should be thought about as well. Oh, damn, you're already shut down, Alan? Shit. Damn, you got a long night. Oh, you can come up here if you want, Alan. You know I don't mind you here. Just give me a second. I will be right back. I need to get me some coffee. Hey, sick son. 5 Speed, what's up? Yeah, 5 Speed, if you want to come up, man. Hey, Teflon Iron. I ain't seen that name in a while, Teflon Iron. Where in the heck you been? 69 Mammy. Y'all are good people. Yeah, I appreciate y'all supporting my channel. Really do. Oh, damn, Alan. Well, I wished I was with you, Teflon Iron. Southwest Florida has some good fishing down in that area, freshwater and saltwater fishing. I know that, Teflon Iron. I've fished down in the southwest part of Florida. How many people seen in the Logan, but in the comments sections of YouTube, all over. I've seen a lot of those. Hey, Joe Cool, what's up, man? Yeah, that Logan bot is everywhere. It's always saying let's be friends or whatever. Yeah. Oh shit, that really sucks, Alan. Hey, Pooker the hacker. Pooker the hacker. God dang. That's funny. Hey Zeus, what's up, guys? If y'all want to come up, y'all can come up. I've done give my some stuff there. Anybody want to come up? Come on up, guys. You know y'all welcome. But yeah, I was just talking over some research there for a bit when I started the stream, about the COVID and things like that. It was just some interesting insights that I gained today. It was cool. Oh wow. Hey
Yo,
NC Car Hunter, what's up, buddy?
what's going on, man?
Oh wow. Same old shit,
Uh-oh,
just
I
different
got my
day.
damn YouTube open. There we go. Damn, I'm watching 3 different monitors here. A lot of people live today.
Yes, yes, there is. I've seen that. I tell you what, I saw you in there with that
Curry.
one guy. What is it?
Liberty.
Brawl. Damn it. Brawl. Something Brawl.
Raw. Oh,
Yeah.
damn it. What was his name? I can't remember his name either.
Yeah. I just said it like 3 times. And now
Right.
all of a sudden it's going. "Bleep."
Right. It's I can't remember it, dude. I'm subscribed to and don't even remember the name.
Yeah.
But he had like 600 people in his chat, man. It was at the farmers market. Is that the one you're
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name either. Hey, everybody in chat, how you doing? Glad to
Yeah,
see you.
that was freaking awesome, man. That guy was awesome.
Yeah, he knows. He knows his stuff.
Mhm.
I like cats like that, man. That knows the Constitution and knows how to say some stuff about it. My last video, I didn't get a chance to say a whole lot about being violated. I did say the First Amendment,
Survivor Raw. That's it.
right? And that's all I could get out before dude started pushing on me. So
Hmm.
Wow.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the second cop on the second video, the one I uploaded yesterday,
Mhm.
it shows the second one. And he act like he knowed. He said, "Hey man, I can't get y'all to stop from where y'all at." So he knowed, and he was actually pretty decent. That's why I wanted to put it out there. And then the lieutenant drove by and was a jackass and didn't want to identify. So, I got a mixed bag on that prison, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Had the first one pushed me. Second one was nice. Third one was an asshole. So, you know what I mean? It's just a bunch of mixed bag there for sure.
Yeah, it's insane. At least one out of 3, I guess, better than none out of 3.
Yeah, at least they all didn't pile on and start, slamming me to the ground. Even though
Yeah.
if I hadn't embraced myself, the big guy would have pushed me to the ground, dude.
Mhm.
So
and
yeah,
if you would have went to the ground, I bet you that submarine would have been right on top of you.
I don't know.
Because I've seen that. It was like
Yeah.
them guys. It was like them guys with Survivor Raw.
Yeah,
If he wouldn't have fallen to the ground, I doubt they would have came at him a second time.
yeah. I didn't see that part. I got there a little late, but
Well, I rewound it.
yeah, I
and
got you.
saw it. It could have been honestly, I think it was a helped slip.
Yeah,
Okay. I guess probably in court they'd say he slipped.
oh,
But
of course they will.
But the thing is, what gave them the right to dogpile him, twist up his arms, and
Yeah.
everything else like that? When all he did was just say the fucking rules of that farmer's market.
Yeah, no doubt. All he was doing was telling everybody what was on the sign.
Mm-hmm. So
I did see that part. But
yeah,
yeah,
I went rewound it, and I seen what he was doing, seen what it was. He wasn't doing anything. It was word for word for the fucking sign,
right. No
and
doubt.
they went after him.
That's crazy. That's
Yep.
absolutely crazy. There's no sense in that. You know what I mean? There's absolutely no sense in somebody putting their hands on you, man. No
Yep.
sense at all.
Yeah, especially when all you're doing is reading the fucking rules.
Exactly.
Now maybe he might. Yeah. I think it was the sarcastic tone that pissed them off to make him want to shut up.
Yeah, maybe so.
Well, if you don't like your fucking rules, then why make your fucking rules? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, he took them puppies for a walk all over Teflon Island.
Right.
And the one that cracked me up the worst was right there at the very end. Did you see that girl? I'm going to stand up here and I'm going to pump my chest out, and then I'm going to look behind me, make sure I got back up.
Yeah, that's great.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Thank you, Savage. Savage Audits. Appreciate it.
Hey, Savage Audits.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. And Ricky G, I didn't get in a fight, man. I just put a bunch of makeup on.
Yeah.
That's all good. Yeah. Black eye, that's just makeup.
Yeah. Now he's got a turtle.
Yeah. I'm a turtle. I'm a turtle.
Okay, Pooker the hacker.
Right. Pooker? Is that what
Yeah.
that is?
Yeah,
Wow.
Pooker the hacker.
That's a interesting name.
Yep.
Pooker the hacker.
Yeah.
Wow. The hacker is in the house. I hear
Yeah.
you, man. Woohoo! Hacker.
Yeah, I love some of the comments and some of the names that come into my chat.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it, man? Some of them are awesome, dude. Hey,
Yeah,
I'll be like Shield Destroyer. I'll do it like this.
there you go. Yep, there you go.
Pretty good. I should have put Shield Destroyer down there, but I can't mimic his voice though. You know what I mean? I can't do it.
Yeah. Well, he's got all that shit in his studio to where he can do all that.
Right, right. And I'm trying to get mine set up kind of like that. I mean, I don't have the the big money to put the stuff in here. Don't have
Yeah, Rob.
I don't have the means to do it either.
Same old, man. Just same old, How you doing?
South Carolina, beautiful day, beautiful day.
It looks
It's
like
80,
it's
85 degrees. 85 degrees here, man. Probably warmer than that.
It's 82 down here, so.
Right.
Damn, it's cooler. It's cooler where you.
It's 88. It's 88 degrees here. I just
Okay.
refreshed. Damn. Summertime.
Yep, summer.
Yep.
Well, we're lucky. It's 75 here,
Yeah.
and
That's crazy.
and they're calling for a chance of rain.
That is crazy.
I just thought that was interesting. But we are a little bit further north than you. Now, yesterday, we were at 89 degrees. We got up to 89 degrees yesterday here.
That damn global
Did you say
warming.
89?
89 degrees.
Damn.
And the feel like temperature was 91.
Yeah. Yes, it's
Hey, PD, what's up, buddy? What are we looking at?
that laser printer or laser etcher, or what do you call it?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's working right now.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Just don't let it hit your fucking
my
hand. That
first
might
cut.
hurt.
I don't know if I want to tell you until it's done.
What do you got in there to what are you printing?
It's a little block of wood they gave with the
Wow,
kit.
Amber P.
I know, but what's the picture that you're trying to imprint on it?
That's what I don't know if I want to tell you until it's done or not.
Oh,
It's a
okay, yeah,
surprise,
okay.
kinda.
I got you. Yeah, that man, surprise. I got you, man. It's all good.
You sure?
Yeah,
I can show it to you.
no, it's all good. Just wait until it's done and see if we can. Yeah.
Yeah. See, the problem is I may not be able to show you until late tonight. So.
Looks
Well,
like it's moving pretty fast.
Well, it is, but it's been 13 minutes just to do that little part.
Right. Well, hell, I'll be on tonight, so I'll be on till about 12, probably 11 or 12. So you can show me.
It's just a little printer.
Yeah,
The thing
that's
is,
cool.
But 5 inches tall, maybe 6 inches long, and 5 inches wide, maybe something like that. But it's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, it does look like it's doing an awesome job, man.
Damn, Teflon
What
iron.
the hell? I can't wait to show you.
Does it have any smoke coming off of it or anything?
Very little, and you can smell the wood burning.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you too.
Yeah, but it's not that bad.
Right.
I gotta show you.
Oh, no way. You're not doing that.
Yep.
Oh, no. That's awesome, dude.
That's gonna.
Yeah. See, the red part is where that's already burnt.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Oh, man. That's going to be freaking awesome.
Now
This
that's
is gonna be pretty cool.
God.
If I can, I got something else I'm gonna do, but I gotta figure out how to get it in there.
Right? That is cool as crap.
I'm telling you.
Oh,
You know
man.
what?
Yeah.
You know what's messed up is it's 64 degrees in Texas right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
Where Amber
pretty
P is.
awesome.
Yeah. That is going to be great. Patriot
that's gonna be
defense.
cool.
Yeah. Man.
They give you a little piece like this to practice with,
Right.
a little square piece,
Oh, yeah. Huh.
and they even give you this little stencil card
Oh,
that you can like for instance, I could burn your logo there in this. It will burn through the paper, and you'll be able to, I think, if I read it correctly, you'll be able to spray paint something, and this will be the stencil for it.
Oh, a stencil. Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
That is cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be awesome too.
Yeah. And then they give you some little
Yeah.
cardboard to play with.
Wow.
Yeah.
How big a piece can you put in there?
It's looking like, well, I'd say probably 6 by 6 inches.
Oh yeah, I got you. So it's not that big, but it's still awesome though.
This is,
What's a miniature?
If this one works out, I'll probably buy a bigger one.
Yeah, right. Because you can actually sell that stuff, man. I mean, you can print out anything and sell it or give it away or whatever you want to do. Hell.
And with this, you can adjust the depth of the thing.
Oh
So
yeah.
basically, what I could do is I could put a block of wood in here for a coaster, and be able to burn your logo of in the coaster, so you can use that and have Jeffers here.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That will be awesome.
That's crazy, dude. Good deal.
I don't know if you can see it in there. I don't know if the laser's probably going to obscure it, but
Yeah, that'll be. I bet you're not even supposed to look at it, are you? Or not from the side.
well, they've got a green piece of plastic in front that you put in it, so you can look in it and watch it, so it doesn't burn your eyes.
Right.
But if you go on the side there, you can see where it lights up.
Yeah, you probably don't want to look at that too much, man. I'm telling you.
All right.
No, I mean, it's not that bad, but no, it's something you just wouldn't want to look at.
I can already see it making out the top of that.
The hood. Yep.
Yep. You can see the hood.
I can actually pause it.
Oh wow.
I wonder if you can see. I don't know if I can do that. I wonder if you can see the top of your.
Yeah, I see. That's what we were talking about. We can see the hood.
Yeah, we sure can.
That is cool. So it's been going for about 20 so minutes, and you're probably looking at what, a couple of hours of work, 3 or 4 hours.
No, I'd say on this one probably about an hour. It'll probably take.
Oh, okay, cool.
But again, this is a smaller one. Why isn't it beginning?
Right.
But the more powerful lasers and depending on how deep you're going with it.
You can set the depth on it, so you can put a thicker piece of wood in there.
Yep. And then you could probably burn it deeper, or you could just have it on the, just kind of scorch the top.
Right. That's awesome.
Teflon Iron
That's not
said
bad for $150.
Yeah.
Teflon Iron said I would make my ex-wife
this is supposed to be, you can put a piece of plastic in back of it.
Yeah.
And engrave something, put a name on it, whatever.
Yeah. That's cool, man. It's gonna look good.
Hey, PDF,
all right, dudes,
what's
I'm
up?
gonna let you go. Do your thing. And when it gets done, I'll come back on if you're still there, and I'll show it to you.
Hey, PD, can you hear me?
PD, can you? Hey, Patriot Defense. Tammy's talking. You can't hear him?
No, I can't hear him at all.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. Well, hold on. Tell him to hold on a second.
Hang on. He's gonna move you around. Hang on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me now, Patriot Defense?
I still can't hear Tammy.
Wow.
I can hear you. How about Hot Rod?
Hot Rod, you there?
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear Hot Rod.
He just can't hear me.
Yeah, you can't hear
Tammy.
Tammy. That's crazy.
Okay. Hey, hey, Jeff, can you do me a favor?
No.
Ask him the
Yeah.
next time there's a rally, if
Yeah.
he goes, will
Yeah, I
he
got
pick you
Tammy,
up?
I can't hear you.
Hey, he wants
Sorry.
me to relay the message. He said that if there's another a rally, can you get up with him if you go? He'd like to attend.
Another rally where?
If
At
there's
the
another one in PA.
Capitol, because they're talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
having
If there's
another one.
another one, I'll let him know.
Yeah, he said they're talking about having another one, so that's why he's asking.
Well, I know that they were talking about having another one, I think somewhere, because they're afraid he's going to do the same crap as that guy from Washington was doing.
Oh yeah,
I think it was supposed to be like a Second Amendment audit or a Second Amendment rally.
oh yeah.
They had one
That's what I
just
heard.
they had one last week up there at the Capitol
So
with
The
the
Second
Second
Amendment.
Amendment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tammy said they had one last week about the Second Amendment up there.
oh, okay.
But they're talking about having another rally just to get. They're talking
So
about wanting to
cool.
get him out of office now.
Y'all open, Tammy. Y'all open back up. Is that right or no?
We're trying to open back up, but Wolf is doubling down on real stupid because
I
he's
got you.
saying that what he wants to do if counties that are still in the red
Yeah.
open up, they will lose government funding, they will lose state
Huh.
funding, they'll lose anything that would come there, and then they would start taking business licenses away.
Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy.
But there's still many people sitting there giving him the finger and saying "fuck you" and still opening up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
I don't know, man. It's great. We pretty much opened back up here in North Carolina. We
Yep.
didn't have a lot of deaths anyway.
Well, that was the first part of my thing. Also, I was showing how the numbers didn't add up when you start getting 3 and 4 freaking things that are reputable things together and getting their numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. And then start doing the math, the numbers don't add up nowhere.
Yeah. Well, they falsifying a lot of the documents, saying that these deaths. I mean, even from heart attack, they labeling it COVID. You know what I mean? I don't know how bad it is, but they redone some numbers, and said it was 200 less than what they had said and all this other bullshit. So it's happening in every freaking state. You know what I mean?
Well, I just read a story
Hey,
out
wait
of
till you
St.
see
Louis
this thing.
County alone. Okay. From
This
last
thing
year.
is. Oh
Go
man,
ahead.
this may end up costing me money.
Yeah. But go ahead, Tammy. Tammy was talking there, PD.
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you, bud.
No, you're all right.
It's all good. Out of St. Louis County, 5 on Your Side did a story where influenza from 2017 to 2018 was 20,000 more people died than in that county than the coronavirus has killed. Okay. Wow. But here's the kicker. There's 20,000 more coronavirus deaths that were falsified in that same county this year. So where they lost the 20,000 influenza deaths from back then, they picked it up in corona deaths this year.
Right.
So and they put that together, and they're big upset over that over there in St. Louis County.
Right.
Can you hear me now, Patriot Defense?
He still can't hear you.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the hell? Maybe I need to drop out.
Is that are you using an Apple phone, PD?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can now.
Oh, there you go.
I had to put my own self out of my own damn screen to get everybody to hear me.
Boot yourself next time it works.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Look at there. Oh man, that's gonna be pretty.
Yeah. That it's coming out quick. Like I don't think you're gonna have to wait too much longer.
Right. Hey, you can see the smoke too, man. It's a wonder is it got a fan and a filter on it that kind of sucks that smoke up?
It does. It has a little exhaust fan out.
Okay. Yeah, because that would actually be going into the house if it didn't have a little filter kind of deal. Because you
Yeah,
can see it burning. You can see the smoke coming off of it.
I'll probably be doing this out in the garage or something like that. But
Yeah.
you can see
It's almost
24
halfway.
minutes. Yeah, 24 minutes in the red is what it's done already.
Right. So you get close to halfway.
Yeah, almost. Yep.
Down there by the knuckles, I think it's about halfway. That's gonna look awesome, dude. Woo! All right, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get off here so somebody else can jump up.
Oh hell, there's plenty of room right now. I still got 2 more spots. What you got?
Right.
Well, before you
It's
go,
all
Jeff,
good.
I want to show you one other thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I ain't got to get right quick.
This
Good.
thing, I'm planning to try to put this in there if I can figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
And turn the light. I got you a bamboo
Oh.
walking stick.
Oh man.
I'm going to see if I can put that in there and burn something in that.
Oh shit. That's cool.
And what I've got here is at the tip of it. There you are.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually put a light in there,
Oh.
a battery.
What?
So if you're walking at night, it's going to flash.
Well, no way.
That'd be cool as
And
that.
then,
Yeah,
Oh,
would.
yeah.
Put a red and a blue light in there.
Yeah, one of those flashing things.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Yeah, that'd be
gonna
funny.
get one of. I don't know if you can see that. You see that?
Yeah, it says BAM. Yeah.
Well, it says RAM. What it is a mount
I
for
said
your
BAM.
phone.
Dude.
I'm gonna put this on the walking stick. So as you're standing there holding yourself up, you can have your cell phone sitting on that
Oh yeah, right.
that thing, so you don't have to hold your phone.
Yeah. I could use that filming too.
Hmm.
Yep,
Wow.
exactly.
That is awesome, man.
So that'd be pretty cool. If I get it
Absolutely.
done.
If you can,
I still got to figure out.
see the only thing about that bamboo, it's round. So I don't know how you would do the you know what I mean, the logo on it like that.
Hey, Richie's.
Well, that's why I got extra pieces of bamboo I can test it on.
Right. I made a peace pipe out of some bamboo one time. Made a bong out of one. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Way back when, yeah. It actually worked pretty freaking good. I sold a couple of them. Like $25 a piece. Yeah.
I had a friend of mine that put a metal bowl on top of a piece of bamboo, and
No, I made the whole thing out of bamboo. I got little bamboo to make where you put your weed, and then I just cut a hole in it, you know what I mean? And yeah, put a little screen in there. Shit, that thing was awesome, man. Put a carburetor on it. Shit.
hell yeah. That's what my buddy did. He did the carburetor and he did everything, but he put a metal bolt, drilled a hole down through it, made a metal bolt,
That's
put
awesome.
it in there, and it worked really well as well.
Look, you can really see that middle finger now. What?
Yep, it's coming out quick.
God, it looks
Coming out
good.
quick.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna shut up so Hot Rod can talk. He's been hanging on. What's up, Hot Rod?
You there, Hot Rod? Hello.
Guess not.
Man,
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to give y'all some numbers that's on the CDC website. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Now, this is the updated list that they're calling it a provisional counts for the coronavirus deaths and all deaths. All right. For the week ending in 5/15, COVID deaths in the U.S. is 60,299.
Mm-hmm.
Of pneumonia deaths, 81,318. Deaths with pneumonia and COVID-19, 26,516. Deaths with pneumonia, influenza, or COVID-19, 120,370. But yet, they didn't shut America down for influenza or the
No.
flu, and it's killed more than the COVID-19.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I was talking about earlier. What they worldwide 2 years ago, or last year, 500,000 plus people worldwide died from influenza, and over 5 million people got infected by it. Okay, that now they say there's a little over 1 million deaths from COVID throughout the world, but yet there's stories like News 5 there that just proved 20,000 deaths more than likely were falsified deaths of the corona. Okay, because they've lost 20,000 deaths in a year's time on average due to fucking influenza. Okay, in that county. That's a big change. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point they were getting at in that story I was talking about. They lose 20,000, but gain 20,000 deaths to COVID. More than what their numbers are actually showing in the county. And that's what the CDC's been showing for their county. And they're like, this ain't right. This is bullshit because the county's numbers are not coinciding with at all with the numbers of what they're showing the COVID. So they showed, then they went into the story and showing, hey, this is bullshit and this is how. So if you do an average of, let's say, 5 to 20,000 people, let's just average it out and say 10,000 per county. Okay, go right dead in the middle. 10,000 per county throughout the United States on deaths that are falsified. There's your difference between a little over 1 million and the 500,000 in deaths of influenza last year as well. There's your difference. Alone right here in the United States. That ain't counting the rest of the world. Okay. So that's something to be said there, and you ain't gonna tell me that it was due to these stupid little masks that kept it from spreading and things like that, because that probably helps. I ain't gonna say it don't. It probably does help people from spreading germs. But I can go right in my arm, do the same damn thing. The stupidity is beyond measure. Sorry. Hold on there. I need to get to my channel. I forgot to go to my channel there. Who's who? I normally go to my channel and have them both up on StreamYards and YouTube. So I'm agreeing with you on that, Hot Rod. You're right, and it's freaking insane, man.
Yeah, I got some friends that own a bar, and they done said that they're opening up this weekend, and to hell with them. If the cops come, they ain't worried about it. And talked to some local sheriff's deputies, and they said they're not bothering nobody. They said, open them up. I mean,
That's good.
Life's too short. Life's too short to worry about this stupid shit, man.
Yeah, it's gonna make it bad for us too if it comes back around. We're gonna be
They're already
our immune system ain't gonna be accustomed to it, and then it's gonna get stupid again, probably.
well.
Whatever it is.
That's the problem. That's why I've been. Anybody who knows, you don't. Even the CDC said it. You all have said it. Everybody said it. You don't quarantine the healthy.
Right, exactly. Because you can't build up immunity to it if you quarantine every fucking body.
Right. And you got to build that immunity. Why do you think I go everywhere without a mask? I can go. Why do you think I've never worn gloves or anything else? I have yet to put a pair of gloves on through this whole damn thing. And
Yeah.
I admit to wearing a mask when I walked into the little mom and pop stores, so they did get $1,000 fine if a cop came by
Right.
and saw me in there without a mask. I don't want to get them little mom and pop stores in trouble through to where they get a fine.
The only mask I put on is when I went to the dentist and they wanted me to put it on to walk through the lobby.
Yeah.
As soon as I got to the chair, I took it off. Of course, I can't leave it on if they work it on my mouth, but
Right.
they wanted me to put it on, walking through the lobby, and then walking back through the lobby when I left. That's all. That's the only time I ever put a mask on or glove. I ain't never put gloves on, not unless I was working outside the yard.
Hey, I put a mask on for that, and now one of the mom and pop stores down the way said, "Don't worry about it. They're done with it completely."
Right. Yes. Like I said, a lot of people's fed up, and then a lot of the mayors are saying they fed up.
Yep.
So I think everything's gonna open up, and it's gonna be a lot of stipulations though. The 6 foot thing, maybe a mask. You know what I mean? I just don't know how bad it's gonna get, man. But I don't care how.
Well, in some places, it's gotten stupid. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah. Oh, they got X's on the floors and stuff. They got little X's and arrows. You can't go one way down an aisle. You know what I mean? You know how you used to go both ways? Somebody's going down it, somebody's coming up it. You can't even do that no more. Well, that's what they say. I don't go shopping, so.
Yeah. Well, I went to the Walmart, and of course, you ain't gonna tell me I got to go down one way or the other.
Right.
I made sure to go the opposite direction every time I went down the fucking aisle.
That's what I was gonna say. Good luck with that, because I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah. I did every fucking aisle. I went down every wrong way. Even if I had to walk completely around a shelving area to get to where I actually wanted to go, I made sure I went the wrong way.
Right, no doubt. I got you. Damn, I got two.
I do not comply.
Yeah,
do not comply. I did not do it in school, and I sure in hell ain't going to do it as a grown.
Right, no doubt. That's I ain't gonna say I would go down the aisle intentionally the wrong way. I'm not gonna say I would do that, but I wouldn't pay no attention. I mean, if I walk down an aisle and then come back up the other aisle, you know what I mean? I go down one way and come back the other, you know what I mean, on the next aisle. And that's the way I do it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you don't go across and go back the other way. Man, come on, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that I do. I don't care. I just don't care. You ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was the kid at school when we used to have a path. I remember this. We had this yellow line path that went right up against the right-hand wall of the school. Right. And every time we go to leave the class, even to go out to go play at recess, they wanted us to stay on that path until the bell rang for us to go out to recess or whatever. I was not that kid that did that. I was the kid that walked down the other side of the aisle and literally leaned up against the lockers on the other side. I said, fuck you. I never complied then, and I ain't going to comply now.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Right.
It's always been my way. I'm ever since I was a little kid. I'm not lying. Hey, Salty, what's up, buddy?
No doubt.
Not much. I forgot I had my rear camera taped up.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, by the way, I seen what you did with Furry. Thank you for putting that out, bud.
Trying to help. I mean, somebody comes and sprays Windex in your face for filming a public sidewalk. Come on, man, that's fucked up.
That's crazy. That's illegal. Actually, you can't do that shit.
Yeah, that's actually.
To get him off her.
Yeah.
She jabbed him in the throat. She gave him a little throat punch or stab with the palm of her hand to get him off him, but he went away in cuffs. I made a second video, but now YouTube's being stupid and they won't let me put my tag in for my channel.
Of course.
I'm like, fuck, man.
They don't want you to put that stuff out, Salty. It's showing civil unrest, and the last thing they wanted is civil unrest to be shown.
I also left the trolls a nice message because I know they're going to try to shadow ban it, and I don't give a fuck if they
Yeah,
do.
they shadow ban the fuck out of me too, so don't feel bad. Don't
You
feel
know,
like it's all you.
They all come to your channel, Jeff. They all hang out, and then what do? When you're not looking, they shadow ban you when they stick that dick right up your ass or shove a knife in your back. I mean, not literally, but in a figurative sense.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, I got you. I know, man. I'm not that naive not to know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? So I know what's going on, man.
You know, it sucks because they won't tell you to your face.
Yep, exactly right. A bunch of cowards, man. That's what they are.
Saying their voice on YouTube, they can't really say it to their face, or if I'm in a live chat,
right.
But as close as I get to saying it to somebody's face, I got no problem with it.
Yeah.
Hey, Sci-Fi Bri, what's up, buddy?
What the fuck?
Believe me, NC Tire Hunter gets way more people in his chat than I ever get, but for the most part.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every once in a while, I hit your numbers, but it's very seldom.
Hey, so NC Tire Hunter, are you looking to get a shower installed in your house? You know, I know a guy.
No, I'm good, man.
Hey, Big Tim Hill, USA.
Like test his waterproof membranes a certain way. I mean,
right.
I could hook you up.
I hear you, baby. I'm good, man. I'm good.
Okay, I'm just checking, just making sure.
Yeah, I'm good. I can actually do shit like that. You know, as long as I don't have to kill myself, it's all good.
Y'all, if you ain't subscribed to Big Tim Hill, USA.
Yeah, I got Big Tim, man. Yeah.
He just started doing a couple. I think he's done another audit or another video today. He did that audit yesterday, and go ahead and subscribe to him. He's a good guy. He also tries to help keep the community together and try to help everybody get subs as well. He's done that.
No doubt.
So he's a good guy. So let's.
I concur.
Yeah, let's try to go ahead and keep him going, guys.
Right on. New system. Why I push to talk? Nah, I don't want to do that.
All right, Sci-Fi Bri.
I don't want to do that. Yeah. All right.
But I'll try not. And by the way, PD, if you're out there listening, I'll try not to get arrested this time if you take me to the Capitol.
Hey, they won't mess when somebody's with me. I don't never get arrested. But as soon as you venture off by yourself, I tend to get hemmed up like that. But it's all
like I said, it's the numbers game. I've been saying that. And this happened right up in Ohio. A business opened. Okay. The people come out, ripped up the ticket. They took the ticket, ripped it up in front of the cop's face, and the cops sat there and surrounded them with 10. Well, here come the whole rest of the town. Guess what? Them 10 left. When they don't have the numbers on their side, they run. They want them numbers. And they got to have 5, 6, 7 over you.
Yeah. That big son of a, you know what, was pushing on me, dude. He was by himself, but damn, that was crazy.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Okay, Big Tim.
You got pushed on by a cop, Jeff?
Oh yeah. Yeah, go check my newest video out, Salty. You'll see it, man. It'll blow your freaking mind, dude. It'll actually blow your mind the way he did, but it'll also blow your mind the way I did him. I got his ass, man. I owned his ass. I told him to get the fuck back in his car, and he said, "Okay."
Like I said, though, if you would have fallen, though, that bitch would have probably been on you like stink on shit.
He would. I don't think he would have probably stepped on my neck or something. But
what's up, guys?
If he'd have jumped on me and him, either one could have got up. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Right. Hey, Big Tim, what's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Big Tim, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Salty. Yeah, I did a First Amendment audit at Army National Guard yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I've been to a few of them.
Hey, Golden Eye.
They don't like it, do they?
They didn't bother me.
Oh wow.
Not a soul. I went around the whole building. Not a single person acknowledged me. Even a couple of cops went by and nothing. It's like, oh, cool. Hey, that works.
That's
But
very
yeah,
weird.
I also went to a fire station, and in front of the fire station, they had a huge sign say, "You must wear a mask or in public." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to wear a mask. Hell no. You're not going to tell me if I have to wear a mask."
Yep.
So yeah, it went well. Had some really cool people in the chat. I had Pugface,
Awesome.
Ice Cold Audits, West Coast Digital, and a few others.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
really well.
That's awesome, man.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I just nice day, wanted to take a walk. I said, well, why not, do a
Yeah.
audit.
Cool.
So I
Cool.
did. So anyhow, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Other than getting pissed off earlier about that, what them fucking rent-a-cops did to
Yeah.
Survivor Raw.
Yeah.
Uh,
Living the
doing
dream,
pretty
baby.
good.
Living the dream.
I missed that one. What happened?
He went to a farmer's market where it looked like they were in North Korea or Russia or
No
something.
shit.
Begging for food, begging for their chance to get food in line.
Yeah, had more rules than a fucking MMA fight, dude. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yeah, literally. I mean, it was insane. And all he did was he started reading the rules out loud. Okay. And they took him down, helped him slip and fall, and then jumped on him like rabid dogs, and freaking twisted up his arms and everything else because he would not stop saying their rules out loud. Called the cops everything, and the cops said there ain't a damn thing we can do about it. He's got the freedom of speech. At least they gave him that. The cops didn't try to arrest him or nothing, but they also did not take them fuckers to jail that assaulted him.
That's a lawsuit right there.
Yep.
Right there. That's a big time lawsuit. I would sue the shit out of them. They did that.
Hang on. I gotta say something about that. It's not me, everybody in my comments, because that cop pushed me, right? Yeah. Saying I should sue him, right? But I mean, when you sue a cop, the damn taxpayers have to pay for that shit.
Right.
Well, yeah.
So I'm not so amped to sue the cop unless I can take his qualified immunity. Now, if I can take that from him in court, then I'll sue his ass. But until then, I'm gonna do other stuff. I'm not gonna let him off scot-free, of course. I let him have it that day, but he ain't heard the last of me. And his lieutenant, either one.
I saw that video.
That's crazy.
That has been the most stupidest cop I've ever seen in my life.
Man, I've never seen. Yeah, that's the first one I've seen like that too, man. Just I don't know. It almost reminded me of a substitute teacher. You know what I mean? You can get over on a substitute teacher. You know what I'm saying? They try to push their authority, but if you push back, then they clam up, because they get nervous and scared. And that's exactly what he reminded me of, a freaking substitute.
Oh, rent-a-cop.
Does anybody know what happened with the Supreme Court and them looking into possibly revoking the qualified immunity?
I've heard stories, but nothing solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I've been trying to look that up for the last few hours and ain't found anything on it either. I was wondering what might be going on there. Maybe they haven't deliberated yet or whatever.
Yeah, I hadn't heard nothing solid. Bruce, that's absolutely right, man. He should have never put his hands on me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because if we can get the qualified immunity away from the fucking cops,
they will stop doing this shit. Well, some of them will.
That's
some
what needs to change.
Yeah, some won't care, but a big.
It just seems like because they have a badge and a gun and the authority to be dicks,
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry, but treat people the way you want to be treated, for fuck's sakes.
That's what I do. Give me respect, then you
Just
get
get
it.
out of it, man.
Okay,
Because if you see
watching
this
two
guy,
more
if you
days?
see this guy without his badge and his gun, somebody might dump that motherfucker. I mean,
No
I'm just
doubt.
saying. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
calling for people to beat up cops,
Yeah,
but
no.
I'm just saying if the guy doesn't have his uniform on, he's not in an official capacity, and he does that to the wrong person, they might come back after him and want to do more than just thump on him.
No doubt.
Right.
I believe that too. And he wouldn't never listen. If that dude would have seen me at the grocery store or wherever without that gun and badge, he'd have never pushed me like that.
Right.
Well,
So he wouldn't. He might have pushed me, but he would have got a whole lot worse than he got that day.
Right.
yeah, I mean, he kind of reminded me Forrest Gump or something. One of the dumbest cop
Right.
drivers I've ever seen.
I don't know if he. I don't know if he was that dumb. I think he wasn't used to somebody coming back. You know what I mean? He wasn't used to
Yeah.
somebody that knows his rights and wasn't going to back down. And he got nervous and he got scared. I think he knew, but he just I caught him by surprise. Just like
Was he wearing a body camera, or did he have like a camera system in his car at all?
he had one in the car, but I can't get that footage without a court order.
All right, YouTube watcher. Thank you. It'll be the 18th when they rule on that. By the way, according to YouTube
You need
watcher.
to put
Last
that
time
shit.
I heard.
What was that? I didn't catch that.
SCOTUS rules on qualified immunity on the 18th. That's the last thing that YouTube watcher heard.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hadn't heard nothing solid. All I hear is a bunch of rumors and shit. Patriot Defense, that's starting to look freaking awesome, dude. I mean, it looks awesome already. Hey, you can even stop it before it gets to the Jeff is here if you want. You know what I mean?
Heck no.
I thought
Let's see how
Patriot
it works.
plastic
Okay,
gun.
that's fine.
It should go quicker now because it's got less space in the background to burn.
Right. Yeah. No doubt.
Well, actually, it'd be about the same because everything in black, like right here, everything in black would have to be burnt.
Yep,
So
and it's
it
kind
won't
of
be out as much.
yeah. It should speed up a little bit though. I would think less detail it's got to work with too. That's gonna look awesome as crap, dude.
Bama Green Eyes wants to know if he was a real police officer or reserve. He said he didn't work every day.
Well, I don't think he worked the streets every day. He's a real cop. He just normally didn't work the streets, is what I got out of it.
He's probably
He didn't seem like he did.
Death cop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They may have authorized him to go to the street because they needed, maybe somebody was out that day, a bunch of people out sick, a bunch of people scared, a bunch of people scared because of the virus going around, that probably don't want to work.
Right.
Or can't work because of their kids or whatever, no babysitters. And they got him from the desk job. Probably that's what I'm thinking anyway. Now I could be wrong, and I will find that out. Okay, and I'll do a video about it.
Because Bruce up here said also Bruce Davis, he said that cop looked scared Jeff. He knew he messed up.
Hi, Bruce.
It would probably be good that it may be good to find out where he's at and let them know. Hey,
yeah. Oh no, I will. No, I'm not done with that one.
Good.
And
all right, Salty. Talk to you later, buddy.
all right, Salty man, appreciate you. What somebody asked. I can't. Like I said, I can't get the damn footage without a court order to get it. North Carolina is the stupidest when it comes to that shit, man. I can't believe I can't get body cam footage. I can't get security cam footage.
That should be rightly yours.
I know, man, but they got it where I had to have a lawyer to get the shit.
Well,
they
need to fix that.
Well, you can get it, but you have to jump through so many freaking hoops, dude. It's really not.
Or they'll try to also sit there and go, hey, we still got that under investigation. So
right, yeah, they'll come up with some bullshit where I can't get it. I still got a lot of, and I don't want to try to take over Tammy's panel or nothing talking about this one incident, but
That's all
I got a
good,
lot
man.
of I got a lot of revisits to do that I've been neglecting to do. So just y'all just keep looking out for that shit, man. I'll have an update.
I'll be keeping trying to keep an eye out to make sure when you go live, if you do them visits and all that too.
Yeah, well, there's a reason I didn't have my setup for my phone. I started to go live right when the security guard come out. I knew that was calling the cops. I just knew it. I felt it. You know what I mean? Because he walked away really, really pissed. I
Well,
told him
you've done
what
it
to
enough,
do.
so you know.
Yeah, right. So I just didn't have the setup I don't like holding my phone. I like the setup I got that holds it for me with my walking. It's not a walking stick. I use a monopod with a GoPro and my phone holder or either my camcorder. And I can walk. It helps me walk as it holds my camera equipment too. So that was pretty cool. Making it. But I didn't have my phone holder, so I didn't want to go live. I didn't want to hold the camera, is what I'm saying. It just makes it really hard to do that.
Yep.
Well, yeah, especially you have a disability too. That's
Right, and I use it. Yeah, I use it to help me walk too. You know what I mean? It's like a cane.
yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I got something coming in the mail that's going to help me out here before long.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I told you, Tammy, not to buy that blow up doll, dude.
Ah,
Damn it! Will you quit telling my secrets, Patriot Defense? Damn it! And it wasn't a blow up doll anyway. It was a fleshlight. Get it right.
That was a good one.
Oh, so you upgraded?
Yeah, I got a fleshlight.
damn. What's up? I could be.
Sorry, I got a million of them.
Hey, Golden Eyes, what's up, buddy?
Golden. I want to say thank you, Golden, for jumping on the panel last night. That was awesome. You need to do that more often.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Hey, Golden Eyes, cool.
And man, can that woman
She won't
sing?
be. What?
I said, that can that woman sing?
Woo!
Hello.
You can sing, Golden Eyes.
Oh,
Oh
Hi,
my
Golden
God.
Eyes.
aw, you guys are too sweet.
Sweet.
I can sing a little bit.
I've
yeah.
seen a lot worse people on American Idol.
Right?
Damn.
Man, girl, you could get up there and make some millions of bucks. Now, if you do that, I get 10% because it was my idea.
Oh God.
I know better not to quit my day job. So
Hey, Perth, how are you, hon?
And I'm big enough to be your bodyguard too. So
Right?
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
that was my
stupid.
dream for a really long time when I was younger, and if I could make a
Are you there, Golden Eyes?
Wow.
living, but and then there was one time. There was one time I was actually married and I had kids, and I could have went in that direction, but I chose my family. So, I guess
but you
choices
know
are
what?
everything.
There was a 75-year-old man that did the same thing, and he got on there, and I don't know if he actually won, but I guarantee you this guy is touring.
Well, what about that Ray Jessel who sung the penis song? He was 82 years old. That some bitch got to the finals of freaking America's Got Talent.
See?
Well, yeah, you know what? That's true. And then there was that one woman who was an opera singer.
Yeah.
The
one out of Britain.
Susan.
Yes, she was British.
Susan Boyle.
Susan Boyle.
Yep.
Yes.
She was 70-some years old. No one can believe she was 70 years old either.
Yeah, she did some acting too. She did a Christmas movie. I can't remember the name. I want to call it The Candle or the Candlestick or something. Anyway, she played opposite like some big name actors. I was pretty impressed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
yeah,
know,
you never
she,
know. I
you
mean,
know that her idol, she got to sing with her idol. I forget the name of the singer. She said that she wanted to be like, but she's like a multi-billionaire from her singing, and she got to sing with her. And I watched that video, and Susan Boyle sounds just like her. I mean, it was amazing. Their voices were identical.
she made me cry. Yeah, if you can make me cry, I think that is if you can make somebody so emotional with just your voice, I think that is an amazing talent. Yeah.
That's about like that one black guy. He part black, part white guy. He come up there and he sung that song by Labyrinth. That I forget the name of the song, but he sung a song by Labyrinth, and he actually made Simon Cowell cry, and that's a heartless son of a bitch. If you can make Simon Cowell cry, you done did something. And he made Simon Cowell cry. You can sit there and watch because Simon Cowell going like this, wiping away the tears.
Right.
That boy was fucking awesome.
Excuse me.
I don't know. I don't ever know what happened to him, but I wish he would sing more. I can't find him on YouTube. All right, Big Kim.
I have to go back to work, so see you guys. Thank you for having me on your panel.
Anytime,
Okay,
buddy.
bye, Big
Anytime.
Tim.
Bye, Golden Eyes.
Keep up the
See you
good work,
guys.
man. Keep
Later.
up that good work you're doing. All right.
Thank you. All right, guys, take it easy. Be safe. Later.
Later. But yeah, Susan Boyle was something special when she came out. So yeah, if they could do it, you can damn well do it. And if you're as good as Patriot Defense says, you should think about doing it. Look at that, Jeff.
Oh my goodness, excuse me.
Jeff, get to your freaking camera and look at what Patriot Defense
Sorry,
did.
sorry. I was in another browser. Damn it, man. Look at that. Woo, that's awesome.
That turned
Hey,
out
make
nice.
make it bigger, Tammy, if you don't mind, please.
Yeah, I sure will.
That's what she said. Right?
Yeah.
That is awesome, man. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it did a pretty
Really
good job.
Yeah, it did. Wow. And you know the camera's probably not doing it justice either. You
Oh
know what I
no.
mean?
Oh no. The camera
No,
ain't doing it
the
justice at all.
detail in this thing is just unbelievable.
What
Yeah,
is that? What is that?
That's my logo.
I
What
bought
I know
an
it's your
actual
logo, but what
laser
is that?
printer.
Oh, it's a laser
that your
printer.
card, or what
It
is
cuts, it burns the wood. It lasers the wood. Yeah,
Oh,
that's freaking awesome, man. Look
Hey,
at that.
Pookie.
Man, that's cool.
neat.
Hey, Jason Goddeck. 4 trout today. Not
Yeah,
near as
that
good
was
as
the first
yesterday,
one.
but that's still good.
That is awesome, PD. That is freaking cool. What's up, Jason?
Hey, Sunflower Sky, what's up?
Later, Big Tim, if you're still here. I'm sorry. I was in another browser. I was trying to come back and tell Tim bye, you know, and I couldn't find the freaking right browser. I had so many open. I'm like, son of a bitch, I don't know what happened. And I finally found it, and he was gone already.
You're like me. I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 freaking tabs open.
Let me show you what I'm working with. Hang on, I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. Let's see. I don't know if this
Hi,
will work.
Jason.
Hey, just obey.
I got a 50-inch monitor right here. I got 2 monitors down here, and I got another one over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I got a lot going on here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I couldn't find the right. I couldn't find the right one, man. I was like,
You got
whoa,
the
shit.
quite the setup.
And here I
And it's all old stuff, you know.
thought I thought I was yelling. I got a computer and a damn phone.
Yeah, it was an old. It's an old TV. That it works good for a monitor, but that's about it.
Right.
That fucker weighs 100
Hi,
freaking
Pookie.
pounds. Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Hope Happy.
What is that? Sounds like a band or a harmonica or something.
No, actually, I'm calibrating it. Sorry.
Oh no, you all right, man? Do you have to put a piece
Hey.
of wood in there to calibrate? I'm sorry, Tam.
Kevin Swammy named himself Swammy.
Oh, what's up, Swammy? What the hell? Is that-
I've been calling him Kevin Swammy ever since he's come into my damn stream, and he said he liked it, so
Hey,
he named
let me
himself
tell you,
Swammy.
let me tell you a story about that right quick.
I'm doing
I,
good so far.
I mispronounce names all the freaking time, dude. I call HRP or HPR news, HRP news, because I see it that way. When I first started saying it, it shit's backwards. You know what I mean? I see stuff in the wrong order. I mean, it's just crazy.
I know.
And I have a poor education. That just makes it 10 times worse, right?
The
So
dyslexia, yeah.
yeah, so when I see names, I mispronounce them all the freaking time. All the time. And Joe Cool says, "Man, I love when you didn't mispronounce names." He said, "I get a kick out of that." I'm like, "Well, I don't get a kick out of it. That's just kind of funny to me." He started laughing at that. I'm like, "Oh, you freaking kidding, dude?" But that's I do that myself.
I do it too. Yeah, I've caught myself doing it a couple of times up here, and it's like, well, if I do it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I called my two. I don't know what it is. I say it wrong so many times. My two Bengals, or I used to say my two Beagles or Beagles.
Beagles.
I said it wrong all the time, dude. And everybody crack up. I'm like, what? And then somebody finally told me I was saying it wrong. I'm like, oh crap. So yeah,
Teflon Iron.
He knew who you were talking to.
right.
Teflon Iron said he got a couple of black tick sharks and one barracuda this morning, and almost burnt out all his 20-pound gorilla line. That's a fun day. Just
No doubt.
Are
because
you
I
and
know when
FTP having a fallout or something?
What?
Are you and FTP having a fallout or something, Tammy?
Not that I'm aware of, but
me
hey,
and
Okay,
FTP.
maybe I'm misreading then. Okay.
Oh no, he's
Yes.
just fucking. He's fucking around with the other person that was up there. He said get him off the screen and da 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 da. It ain't happening.
Oh, okay. I was just misunderstanding then.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what did I miss?
right?
Oh God.
It's all good.
There's
Either
always
way,
some kind of freaking drama going on
Christo
lately.
baby.
Yeah. So someone was being a dick, and he was just being a dick back to them up in the chat.
Okay. I get it now. Yes.
Well, I'm glad it stuck, Swammy, because I like the name, and now I know it. Now watch me start calling you Kevin Swain. Now, no, I'll keep calling you Swammy. Yeah.
I know, right? I would have probably done the same thing. So it's all good.
Yeah, I mispronounce names all the time. I mean, it's just one of those things. I got the problem with dyslexia too, but I've sort of figured out how to make my. I'm still seeing it wrong, but I figured out what I'm seeing wrong.
What the hell is my turtle?
It's hard to explain. I see its shell.
What the freak? That's weird.
Your turtle decided to put its head in its shell today.
Evidently so. That's the first time it's done that. That is so freaky, dude. Am I quit working or what? Damn it, man.
Hey, Taos. Hope you're doing good too.
Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Yeah,
I had
you
a
scared
nephew.
it with that.
There we go.
I have a nephew.
Huh?
What's
up,
that
Tom?
called?
No, I have a nephew. He's 9 years old now, but when he was little, I'd say he was probably 4 or 5, and he was in kindergarten, and his teacher was saying that he was dyslexic because he couldn't. He thought it was really difficult for him to put letters together. Well, he's 5 years old. The shit that they imagine these kids to do these days by the time they're in first grade is amazing. But anyway, come to find out, my niece, she was like, "What the hell? My kid has dyslexia." So when he was in the first grade, they had him diagnosed with dyslexia. Well, taking him to therapy and speech therapy and all of that. Next thing you know, he wasn't getting any better. I was like, "Girl, take that boy." I was watching him trying to write, and he kept squinting.
Mhm.
And I was like, take that boy to an eye doctor. And sure as shit, he needed glasses. The kid wasn't dyslexic. He just needed glasses. He couldn't see. I was
See,
like, okay, this is.
Go
I really
ahead.
hate when teachers try to diagnose someone
Mhm.
with shit. I really hate that. I mean, they're not qualified to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Sorry, I just had to bring
No,
that up because
I
of the
agree
whole
with you.
dyslexia
I
thing.
agree with you because, see, I had the total opposite thing happen to me. Teacher kept saying I needed glasses. I needed glasses. And then come to find out I was dyslexic.
Mm.
So I had the total opposite thing happen. And my mom went and spent $155 we didn't have to get me glasses because
Right.
we didn't have no insurance. Glasses were expensive then. And glasses didn't help.
They're still expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what happened to me in scoliosis. You know, my mom and dad didn't have money to send me to the doctor, so my damn spine just kept getting crooked and crooked, and that's why my back's all fucked up.
Aw.
Yeah, I'm not blaming
My
them. I'm not
sister
mad. I'm
has
not
a
mad at them for
curvature.
that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yes, teachers.
No, you got to do what you got to do. My parents did the same thing.
Mhm.
They didn't take us to the doctor for little colds like people do now.
No doubt.
You know, I mean, it was too expensive. We never did that. Every time I've ever gone into an emergency room, it's like half the people that are in there are parents with kids that are just bringing them in because they've got colds, rather than just going to the doctor or urgent care. They take them to, you know, the emergency room. And I
Yeah.
know there's some reasons why, but oh God, I just think it's a waste of resources, I think. But
Well, a
it's
lot
for
of parents,
emergencies. That's why it says emergency room.
a lot of people are scared anymore that some idiot's going to call on them and say they ain't taking care of the kid properly because they didn't take and they don't have proof that they took them to a doctor or an emergency room or whatever. And a lot of people today can't afford to have if they're like have 2 minimum
Oh
wage jobs
God,
working,
don't
you
get
know.
me started on that shit.
Yeah, I
Oh
mean,
my God, I'm
it's
gonna tell you right now. Can you? I mean, I don't know how old you. I know Jeff is probably around my age, but you know, when we were
49.
kids, our parents did this the best that they could. We were disciplined. We got our asses beat.
yep.
You know, we didn't go to
No
the
doubt.
doctor every time we had a sniffle. You know, we were told to go outside and play. You know, it's like we read books. We did all of these things. Now, I'm gonna tell you, nobody ever stepped in to say we're gonna call CPS, or the government tried to step in and say that, you know, you were wrong for raising your children a certain way, right?
Mhm.
Now, all of a sudden, everything is the wrong way. You can't discipline your kids. You can't, you know, you have to take them to a doctor, whether you can afford it or not.
Yep.
I mean, just the dumbest shit. I'm just not understanding.
Yeah, I agree. But that's what they're doing.
It's like you
And
take your kid to the doctor when they're sick, like really sick.
I went off on
Checkups.
I went off
Yes,
on
you
a
go in for
cashier.
your annual checkup or semi-annual. You go into the dentist. Make sure you ain't got no little creepy crawlies and cavity creeps.
Yep,
You know, you go in for your eye exam once a year. Other than that, there shouldn't be there shouldn't even be an issue. I don't understand it.
I agree.
But everybody wants to try to point a finger and tell you how to raise your fucking kids. Get the fuck out of here.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
about
that.
like
I'm sorry. I get.
no, I understand. I understand. Believe me, because I went off on a cashier one time
Get the
for
fuck out of
for
here.
calling the cops.
Yeah.
Called the cops on a mama that just barely tapped her kid's hand because the kid kept grabbing at the candy bars and she kept taking the candy bar out of the kid's hand, saying no. Well, she barely tapped that
I
kid's
wish
hand like
somebody
that.
would say something to me in a grocery store.
Well, here's the thing: when the cops got there, they arrested her for child abuse because they saw her tapping her kid on the hand on the security cam.
Wow.
Get
Yeah,
out. Really?
I'm serious. That happened right down there in Tampa Bay, Florida.
That's
I
crazy.
was,
Wow.
I went the frick off like a
That is
space shuttle.
crazy.
But that was before I knew about this community and all that, and going live and shit and showing y'all what was going on. You know, uh, I could have if I would have known about it back then. But that shit that fucking pissed me off, man. I went the fuck off like a space shuttle, and
Right.
See, this
they
is
almost
where
put me in
they put
cuffs.
their feelings.
Go ahead.
That police officer didn't have a right to do that, and he must have had some. He must have felt some type of way about discipline. He had a personal feeling, and he put that ahead of his duty, and that is wrong.
Right. No doubt.
Yeah, I
Because
mean
there's
it's
no way in hell that a police officer, regardless of would have taken a child away from their parents simply because she tapped him on the hand for
mhm,
grabbing a candy bar.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, there's
it was
something else to
bullshit.
that story.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. All I know is I saw that happen, and I went off on that cashier for calling them, for one. And for two, I went off on that cop for doing it. They almost put me in cuffs because I wouldn't stop fucking cussing out the goddamn cop. I called him everything but a little white boy. I'll tell you that now.
Mm.
And I
I
probably made
actually
up a
had a
few
really good
words for him. Tell you the truth.
right. I actually had a really good conversation with a police officer last night. I don't know if you
Man,
guys have heard of him. His name is Officer Oak.
yes, I've had him up on my
Have you heard of
panel.
him? Officer
Yeah,
Oak?
I've had him up here on my
Oh, see,
panel.
I've never heard of him.
Yep.
Oh,
He-
okay. Yeah, I've
He's an
never heard of
okay
him.
dude.
He was
There's a couple of things where me and him clash, but there's also he's
mhm.
also very informative and very cool.
Yeah, actually, me and Peachy and I were grilling him pretty good last night, and he handled it. I mean, he answered every question, and
Mhm.
I mean, and I mean, Peachy can get pretty passionate.
All
So
right,
yeah, but
Grim
he
Reaper.
handled himself. He really did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, Grim.
He's pretty good. Me and him, like I said, he's been up here. We've had some disagreements, but I don't have nothing bad to say about him either. I
Hmm.
mean, of course, we're all going to have disagreements, and we're all going to see differently somewhere along the line. Okay,
Oh,
and I see that.
absolutely. And that's
But
good. That's good that we don't want a bunch of yes men. I was saying
right,
that yesterday on Jeff's panel. I'm like, who wants a bunch of yes men around them to stroke their ego? I don't need that. I want people who challenge me, who question, who have differences of opinions. That's the whole point. That's how we learn.
Mhm.
That's how you gain knowledge. You open your mind to different opinions,
I agree,
different views.
and I do agree with that. And it also, hell, you never know. You get the point of view someone that you can consider like you consider an enemy too. Get their
Hmm.
point of view, and then you can use their point of view against them later too. It's the way I look at that as well. Uh, um, but I don't consider Oak as an enemy. I consider him as a good acquaintance because he's been up here. He's handled my knee pretty well, and he's like, "Damn it, will you let me talk?" Even you know how I can
Right.
get when I get heated about something. And
Right. We all can. Yeah.
and he's very patient with me, and we've talked, and he's gotten good points across and things like that. And I don't have
I
a problem
actually
with that,
really
really.
enjoyed speaking to him. I didn't have any issues with him whatsoever. But I mean, I'm a pretty calm person anyway. But we came at him with some pretty tough questions. I mean, I wanted to know, like, but I think the topic was about auditors and cop watchers and how, I mean, there's no book written on how to be an auditor. Right? There's no right or wrong way, in my opinion. Everybody
Mhm.
has a technique, what works for them, and I get that. And I know some people would say that, you know, that some auditors instigate, they go out looking for trouble uh, for clicks and views. Now, how do you
Mhm.
feel about that, Jeff?
I don't I don't like it. I don't like when auditors do that. I don't like when they try to bait the cops. I don't do that. I just go out there to film. If they come up to me, they come up to me. If they're respectful, I'm respectful. If they give me shit, I'm giving them shit. Especially if they try to violate my rights. Now, you can do a lot of stuff, but you try to violate my rights, and I'm going to let you know how I am displeased of you doing that. Now, I do get hot. I do get heated when they do disrespect me and try to violate my rights. Some people say, "Hey, man, you would have done a better message if you wouldn't have cussed at him." Okay, well, that's the way you would do it. That's not the way I do it. All right, I can show my displeasure by cussing.
Mhm.
That is awesome, PD.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
PD, remember now, I don't have the name
That's
Jim
neat.
Picture Audits anymore.
Yeah, this is just I'm just practicing it.
I got you. Okay, all right.
Hot
But yeah,
Rod, Hot Rod said Jeff unblocked me.
I will not.
Okay.
I will not, because I've done that so many times. I unblocked him so many times, dude. He'll act like your best friend one time. The next damn time, he'll be cussing you the hell out. So
Oh yeah,
I
he's
wash my
done that to
hands.
me.
I wash
He's,
my hands of Hot Rod. So make a sock account and then come on back. That's all I can tell you. I
hey
won't do it.
Jeff,
I've made that mistake too many freaking times, dude. He's a nice guy. Seems like a cool guy. The next thing you know, he's in your damn comment section calling everybody a dumbass for watching my videos. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I schooled him the other day.
Right. Kevin.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go now.
He says, Golden, why are you questioning people? Why not?
That's
Isn't
Kev.
that the whole point of getting up here? We discuss, we converse, we
Mhm.
so yeah, I don't understand what you're asking me. Why am I questioning people? Why not? Because
Before
I
I
can?
went out and audited, I asked a million questions.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that now.
Absolutely.
I wanted to know what I may run into, how certain people would handle this and all that. And the best advice I ever got was, this is the way I do it, but you'll probably find a different way to do it.
Oh yeah, you got to get your own style, your own
Mhm.
way. Yeah, that's a lot of auditors are like that. Some try to emulate, but it usually don't work out like that. You know what I mean?
And you know, as far as cops go, you know, I ran into some cops where I had good interactions with them, and I actually called on my last one. On my last good interaction, I actually called the cop to come over so I could shake his hand and thank him for doing his job properly, and let him know that it was appreciated that he did it properly. Okay, because you know I'm the type
I've
that
done
positive
that.
positive reinforcement to a good thing, how it goes a long ways to maybe keep them in that positive frame of mind to keep doing the positive right thing. You know, and so
There are a lot of good police officers out there. It's unfortunate that the bad ones tend to overshadow the good.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that you're right. I think they should be, you know, every now and then, if you see if you see something good, definitely commend them. And if you see something bad, get in their fucking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
And that one cop, he did good because even I what had happened was I happened to be going down the bike trail there in between Chiefland and Cross City, And I saw the cops on the side of the road, and there was a path that crossed over, so I had a perfect view of what was going on. And now I didn't get right up on them, I stayed back a little ways, and the people that they had arrested the kid, and they were having a fit. The kid was having a fit about me filming, but the cops like, he has the right by state law to do that. And also, it's also his constitutional right. He added, it's also his constitutional right. So that right there is what made me have to call him over there and let him know that he did the right thing. When he added on, it's also his constitutional right. It ain't just state law; it's constitutional right. So I was like, that's impressive. How many cops have you? I mean, out of all these videos, how many cops can you really say that you've seen say it's a constitutional right? I can count on two hands how many cops I've seen in all the videos I've watched in 3 years.
If you watch the second video I put up yesterday, you will see the second cop that we encountered did say constitutionally, y'all are doing what you're supposed to do. He said, I can't miss one. I can't remember the exact words, but that's the first cop I think I've ever heard say that.
Right. I've seen approximate. Now you're saying that would be the 8th when I go watch that video. 8 cops, and I personally ran into one of those 8. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not many. So you're right. Unfortunately, that shows you the numbers that actually will say this is your constitutional right versus I'm going to fuck you world up because you want to practice your right. And it does, and it is a sad thing that the ones that do overshadow the ones that do know it's your constitutional right and allow you to have your constitutional right.
Can I post that link in the chat, Tammy?
You're more than welcome, man.
All right, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm almost positive a lot of you guys already seen it. But I'll put it in there anyway. And because there's 2, I mean, there was one I done like 4 days ago was just a cop pushing me, but the one I done yesterday was the whole encounter, like the woman coming out asking us what we was doing, and then another person from the prison come out and asked told us we couldn't film, and then I talked to the security guard, and then I talked to that one cop pushed me. And then I talked to another cop to come up, and then the lieutenant drove up. So there was a lot going on that video that I didn't post the first time because I wanted to hurry up and get the guy that pushed me out that next day. You know what I mean? So I took my time with the second one and put the rest of it in there.
Drew C says I could think of at least 2 local cops I wouldn't have a problem with if I recorded them. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I really am, because they need to know recording is not bad. There's nothing bad about it.
Right.
Do you think that people would know more about, would you be more apt to record a bad police officer doing something bad, as opposed to filming a police officer that is a good police officer? He's actually done his job correctly.
I would prefer
with respect.
I would go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I would prefer to record a cop doing his job properly and doing it constitutionally and everything else. I'd prefer that. I believe me, them good encounters that I had, I preferred them way better than that encounter I had up there at the damn.
Because some would say that they don't get as many clicks and views, and that's why they're not being recorded.
I don't give
as the other ones.
See, that's the problem. Latter. I don't give a fuck about my clicks and views.
I agree.
I listen. I got 2 sides to this. I do care about clicks, okay, and views, because if it's not for the clicks, in Carolina and Fort Worth kind of pushes it a little the wrong way. If it don't get clicks and it don't get views, then the message don't get out there. It don't. I mean, now do you care about how many you get?
True.
No, but you really want it to reach as many people as possible. Especially if it's a good cop. You know what I mean? And that's usually the ones that don't get views, because a lot of people, including myself, like to see train wrecks. You know, they like to see the encounter,
Right.
you know, where it's good or bad. They really do. Most people, I ain't gonna say most, but a majority of the people want to see that train wreck.
Well, I can tell you now, speaking on the truth there with him, I agree with that, because when I got arrested, I had over 900 views on that video. Okay. But the good cop interaction, I guess you could say, the one that actually did his job and said it was my right by state law and by the Constitution, and I thanked him and shook his hand. I only got 130 something views on it.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't really care about it. I ain't gonna say a lot. Again, a majority of them only want to see when somebody gets hemmed up, or you know, somebody's rights get violated, and then the auditor or the cop watcher, you know, trash talks or whatever. You know, I mean, that's not why I do it. I do it because I get pissed off when my rights get violated. You know, but a lot of them just do it for show and just do it for clicks and views, and I'm not one of those. I got some good interactions on my channel, along with the bad ones. There's a lot of bad ones. The majority of them is bad, but I do have some good ones.
See, I've been a very lucky individual. My interactions with the cops, and I mean, I'm sitting back just keeping quiet, and I've seen you do that, Jeff, and have bad interactions with the fucking cops. You know, you're sitting there. I remember that damn security guard. You had a bad interaction with her when you were just sitting there on the curb and not just minding your own business because your legs were hurt.
Yeah.
I've sat there and I've done that, not said a word, film them, didn't have a bad interaction.
I was nice to that lady. I just told her, hey, I'm not on your property. You know what I mean? I don't have to. And she was doing her job, and that's cool. Don't try to make me leave, though. She kind of pissed me off when she did that, but I wasn't going to be mean to her. She was doing her job, you know. She didn't come out and try to force me like, hey, get off my property. She talked to me like a human, and I can relate to that, you know. I can say, okay, well, I'm not on your property, ma'am. I'm out here on the sidewalk. I just sat down, you know, because my legs and my back was hurting. And she said, oh, okay. And then, you know, we went on. A lot of people didn't see that video, but it still was a good, you know, it was a decent encounter. Where
it wasn't one of your worst encounters. I still had a little bit of a problem with it. I had a little bit. It
was kind of okay, but then again, she shouldn't even bothered me.
Right.
But you know, they do have jobs to do. Security, you know, if she hadn't come out there and asked me what I was doing, then her boss probably would have said, well, why didn't you go out there and see what they were doing? You know what I mean? So some of them just doing what they got to do. Some of them just doing it to be assholes, you know?
Yep. See, I know like the security guards there at the place I work at, they can't go past a certain area. Okay. And that's it. They go past that and they start harassing people, they're fired. Period. End of statement. Too bad, so sad. You're gone. Now, if the person's trying to come up past that area and they stop them and say, hey, you ain't supposed to be here. This is private property from this point on. You're not supposed to be here. And they don't listen, then they have the right to do what they need to do. Okay.
Right on.
But if there's, let's say, because there's a section of drive that's not part of the private property, because the drive goes, you got, you know, you get the right of way, you know, and part of the drive goes through the right of way. And if they're sitting on the right of way and and anybody in that facility bothers them, other than like if it's a hot day and they sat down, go out there and check and see if they need some water. But if they're being harassing or saying, hey, you might need to move on, whatever, you're fired. You
No
will
doubt.
be fired.
Yeah.
Now, if you went down there and said, hey, I got some water up here, a bottle of water, are you a little hot? It's a pretty hot day. And you give them a thing of water, that's a different story. They don't mind that. Okay. But you being a dick, they do. You can be a dick if they try to get on the private property.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. They don't have to be dicks though, man.
Yeah.
I think authority gets to their head. So a majority of them, if they got some type of authority, they probably don't get to see much action, So when they do see somebody, they want to bully them. And 9 times out of 10, they don't know their rights, so they'll end up leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Not standing their ground or whatever. But it's always nice to stand up, man.
Yep.
That's all.
And honestly, I was damn proud I stood up for our rights out there on that lawn.
I gained respect for you that day. I won't be ashamed to admit it.
I appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
I mean, I didn't have a problem with you before it, but I didn't know,
But you didn't know exactly what I was about until that day.
Right, exactly.
And I understood that. I understand that.
Yep.
And I do it again all over again. I'll tell you that now.
Chop liver again.
Right. Patriot Defense. All you was doing was you was filming from your truck, man. What the hell's wrong with that? Come on.
I wasn't in my truck.
I know, man. I'm just giving you shit.
Now we both did some filming out of his truck. We did both do some filming out of his truck, and I would even stood up through his sunroof, and I wasn't even thinking I'm not in my own fucking car, and I'm standing up in his fucking seat, fucking filming shit.
Yeah, right.
I sat back down. I go, oh fuck, I'm sorry, dude. This ain't my car, man.
What?
Yeah, and my leather seats, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. I hear you.
I wasn't even thinking, man. I was caught up in the fucking moment, man.
That's all right. That's all right, bitch. The bill's coming, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say the cleaning bill's coming.
Right.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff. My name's Jeff. Right. Where'd
Thank you, Golden Eyes.
Oh, for what? Golden Eye says you done an amazing job there that day, Tammy. I tell you, it was pretty cool, man. Listen, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tammy. When you do stand up, even if you get arrested, when you do stand up and you say, I am not fucking moving, I don't give a damn, you can kiss it. You stand there, dude. It felt so freaking good.
You feel empowered.
Oh my God, it felt so good, dude. It really did. It really did. And I wasn't even nervous about spending no time in jail or nothing when I got popped that second time. Man, it felt so good to say, move me. The only way you're going to move me is to put me in cuffs and take me away.
The way I look at it is this, okay? Because I got arrested on false charges, okay? And they're going to arrest me no matter fucking what. Why not get arrested for doing something fucking right?
Right. Yeah, no doubt. Exactly. And you got to, pick and choose or whatever. I mean, not really pick and choose. It's just, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything, man. I know there's a song that's a song or something, I think.
Yeah. Well, my dad was saying that long before that song came out.
You got to stand for something or you'd fall for everything.
The only thing that was added onto that, be your own man, not a puppet on a string.
Right.
Them are some powerful lyrics, right?
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. And that's the way I felt, when I was on the curve at the Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Mm-hmm. I was like, I doubled down and told them I wasn't moving. So they called the authorities and moved me. So,
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? I still ain't went to court for that yet. I I did one court date, but
What
you know,
was that?
they keep
What
moving.
was that place, Jeff? You said
Seymour Johnson. You so funny.
Seymour
no.
Johnson.
Seriously, you said see what? It was no. You said it was Seymour.
Seymour Peters.
Nah, the guy that runs that, if I'm not mistaken, is his name is Seymour Butts.
Right. Seymour Butts. I hear you. It was Seymour Johnson. But yeah, they yeah. And I don't know which way that's gonna go. I'm not gonna take a plea. All right. Either they're gonna, they're gonna do something. I don't know. They'll probably fine me. If they find me guilty, which I was, I'm not going to talk about it really. So, because they're out there watching.
Yeah, what property were you on? Public?
Yeah, I was on. From my understanding, I was on public property. Yes. So,
yeah,
they're gonna say I wasn't, but one, it wasn't clearly marked because if I've read the laws on this stuff, and they're supposed to have it clearly marked where their line starts and where the state's end or the county's ends, and it wasn't. It wasn't marked at all. Now it is now. I went back when I went to court and we drove by it, and they got a mark. They got a line out there now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
good.
we'll see what happens. From where they got it marked, it's not looking too good for me, but that they could have just done that for the court's sake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it wasn't obviously it wasn't clearly marked. So,
it was, yeah.
And what you said you saw on the schematics that there was some discrepancy, so they can't get you for that if they can't do their shit right.
Yeah, well, you know how that goes. It all depends on what kind of judge you get, and the DA, how he talks, and it's just it's a damn crapshoot, man. In any case you do, it's a crapshoot. So I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. I really, I ain't really worried about it, to be honest with you.
North Carolina, duh. I was about to say, where you at? Duh, NC.
Yeah, I know. I've had people do that, dude. And I've said the same thing. Somebody would have PA in their name, like Chester County, PA. And I'm like, where you at, Chester County? And he goes, send my name. I said, oh shit, I feel like a dumbass.
Yeah. I was like, I was about to say, where you at, NC Tire? And I'm like, right. NC, North Carolina. I was looking up the right-of-way distance from the road and all that.
Right.
How they do that in North Carolina. Because, like down in Florida, depending on what county you're in, they go by county.
Really?
Yeah, because like Taylor County has a 52-foot distance off the center of the road. Dixie County has a 32-foot distance off the center of the road.
Yeah.
So it goes by county down there, and that's what I was looking up and see if they have if they do it by county or if they do it by state and what the distance is and da.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I've looked at the survey. The old survey says one thing, the new survey says another one. They could be 10 feet off. You know what I mean? Either way, unless you get a survey crew out there to really do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying for all that, dude.
Right.
Crazy.
Well, that's about like I was looking at one map. Me and this one cop got in a argument over where a county park ended and the public property began.
Right.
One map showed all the way over into a neighborhood was part of the county park.
Right.
I said, so since when have they been building fucking houses in county parks?
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
What do you mean? I said that road over there has 14 fucking houses on it.
Yeah. They got a historical sign right there on the. I was in the media, right in the between the two lanes, and there's a historical marker right there,
Oh,
about
if you
5
were
feet.
in,
Well, I was on the other side of it, but about 5 feet from where I was standing, maybe a little more than 5 feet.
so
So
if you were in the median
yes,
of
I
the
was in the
road,
center of the road. Yeah.
then you should have been perfectly
I
fine.
know, man, but they said, "Oh no, we looked at it twice." Blah blah blah. So it's just their word against mine, pretty much. Unless
Hey,
I do the
Joni.
survey. Yeah, hey, Johnny, I'm gonna get off here, man. I got a show to do here in a little bit, so I'm
Yeah. It's getting on close. You got to
yeah.
get your content up and ready to go.
So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna take off through here.
All right, guys. Yeah,
thank you,
yeah,
PD. I appreciate that.
that turned out fucking awesome, PD.
Yeah,
It really is, man.
Yeah, but
yeah.
this is his other one. This is the one that said Jeff is here audits.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I
If you
think
want to play around with it again, I can use one that says NC Tyrant Hunter. Just saying.
yeah, that's actually that's what I thought that I would use for if I can get it to go on that bamboo.
Yeah.
I would burn it near NC Tyrant Hunter. I put on there.
Yeah. Could you do it long ways? Is that what the way you're talking about doing it? And
Yeah.
will it do it on a round piece of that's what I got questions about that,
Yeah, that's what I got to test. I mean,
Yeah.
this one may be limited only because it's a smaller unit and stuff.
Right.
What I'll have to do is secure it. It'll go through it.
Yeah.
I just got to secure it and then test it to see if it'll actually print. Because once it gets into the farther, on the curve, is it going to get darker? Or
right. Yeah. Will it
lighter,
cut slam through it? Yeah. It may cut them corners off, somewhat. You know what I mean? So that'd be a good test, though. That way you see if you can do round, stuff that's round and just stick to that flat stuff. But
so far, everything I've seen has been flat, but I'll test it.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. Well, thank you,
guys.
Tammy, for letting me up here, man. I do appreciate it. All you guys in the chat. I hope to see you guys later.
All
right. Tammy, you're welcome to come to my show, man, later on if you stop yours. So
yeah, I'm probably actually going to stop mine here shortly.
Yep, yeah, I hear you, man. All right,
I'm taking off.
Right on, baby.
All right, Patriot.
See you guys
later, Jeff. Talk to y'all later.
Right
on. Joni, thank you for coming in, hon, and giving the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Without y'all being here in the chat and all that, and even out there in the Never Land, I appreciate y'all because y'all give me some things to think about and what to look up and what to research. The ones that question me and ask me about and things like that. So I appreciate that. And so that's why I do, and I did this hour and a half worth of research before I did my show today to bring you some numbers and let you see numbers and figure it out for yourself. No, Sick and Son, I got a few things I got to do. Unfortunately, Sick. Kevin Swamy, I got a few things I got to do. If I didn't have a few things to do, I'd probably keep it up, but I got a few things to go. I might be back later on this evening, guys. I know this is a pretty short one compared to what I've been doing as of late. I've been doing 7-hour ones as of late. But yeah, 7 hours is a long time though on a panel. So yeah, you all too. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for stopping in, Joni. Thank you for the thumbs up. All of y'all, thank y'all. You're welcome, Mike. Could be. You still come in almost every damn time I have one. So yeah, it is. Is it Saturday? Shit, I lost track of my days. Shit. Yeah, it is Saturday, May 16th. Hell, what the fuck? I lost all track of my days. There you go. Well, y'all have a great rest of your evening. If I don't see you, if things come up where I don't see you, whatever. But I gotta go do a few things. Y'all have a good night. Talk to y'all later. And I am out, guys.